Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bolt and today we'll take a look at the Transformers Legacy United versus 4-pack. That's the name. Just tilt the camera over a little bit. There we go. What we're going to do for this box is we're going to take a look at each figure individually, and then we're going to edit it all together to what makes SUPERCUT, which you may actually be watching if it's been released yet. But so we're going to start with the box in this first video, and we won't do it in the others, just this one, just to get out of the way. So starting off here with the box, I've got Prime Universe Cliffjumper, up here is Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas, G1 Universe Squeeze Play, and Subreverse Tarn. You know, Legacy United versus one Autobot versus a Predacon and 2 Decepticons. On this side of the box, Generations Transformers. Bottom of the box, got some Tarantulas' legs here, Legacy United. Cliffjumper versus the 4 guys. It's not going to end well for him, is it? This side of the box got part of the artwork for the Legacy Anniversary. Not Legacy Anniversary, 40th Anniversary of Legacy. This side is the other half of that art. Back of the box is the 4 guys, well technically 5 guys. Got Cliffjumper, Tarantulas, Squeeze Play with Locos and Tarn over there. Bottom of the box is just your legal bits and bobs. Let's bring the background, there we go. So with that all out the way, let's take a look at the first figure in the set, which will be Prime Universe Cliffjumper. Starting off the set, we are going to begin with Cliffjumper. Now, this guy is not only my favourite of the set, but also my favourite version of Cliffjumper full stop. And this guy definitely captures the spirit of the original Prime Cliffjumper. I will admit, when this figure was announced, I had quite a high expectation of this guy, and he delivers mostly on them. He does look a bit blocky, a bit chibi-fied, if you will. Obviously, say this is guy was trying to, capture the G1-ish, trying to be a nice blend of G1 and Prime, which I know is a bit of a controversial thing Legacy's doing, but I think it works for some figures like this guy and Bulkhead, but others not so much with RC. But that's neither here nor there right now. Yeah, Cliffjumper looks very nice. Bit of a off matching with the reds here, which is, you can see there, that's more of a pale, while up here and on the door here it's a bit more of a, a darker, more vibrant red, which is a bit of a pain, but we can learn to live with it. Got the horns, the infamous Cliffjumper horns here, the smokestacks as well, Autobot insignia which is mirrored on both sides, nice sculpted detailing on the back here as well. Got some headlights and back of the window, kind of like a grilled thing here. Blacked out windows as well, really, like, looks really much like a nice muscle car. Wheels got some nice rolling's a bit of a, it does catch a bit. You can sort of see here there's a bit catching on the figure. That bottom of the guy, not a whole lot of kibblage, which is quite nice, but no one's displaying the figures like this, are they? Yeah, a bit too panelly, just on a personal nitpicky, a bit too much paneling for my personal liking, but that's just my own personal nitpicks. It's probably seen lots of ports to shove bits, and he has got a few bits to shove. I just grab he's got a small collection of bits that you can just like shove into the holes. So you can really weaponize him up, which he probably could have done with in the show, because as I said, he was in and out in about 5 minutes, which was a shame because he looked really nice. I really like that version of Cliff, but this isn't my therapy sessions, this is my YouTube channel, and this guy does look rather nice. Even with the extra bits, it doesn't look too distracting, still looks quite decent. Would prefer these to be more of a blue colour, more like Ellen John-ish weapons, but the grey will live, and the grey will live with. So that's it for the vehicle mode. Let's get him transformed and check out his robot mode. And here we have Cliffjumper in his robot mode. Now this guy does look really nice. I can't lie, he does look really nice. I do think the geonification, as I said, did this guy quite the treat. Because it's still got, you know, the sort of blocky, you know, the blocky G1 aesthetic, while also retaining a lot of the prime essence, and it is really nice for me as a fan of this iteration of the character to have a fresh new figure of this guy. Coming into the details, if I just bend his knees so I can get down to the head, there we go. Head sculpt is really nice, look at that. That is simply gorgeous. Got the nice horns on the side, the sort of like the, I want to say the sunken cheekbones, if you will, like piercing blue eyes as well. Nice little details on the arms. Got the sort of like nice bulkiness he had in the show. I remember his shoulders being quite big. Arms, got some nice painted details on the forearms here. Same on the other side. Going down to the chest as well. You know, it's the generic, you know, car roof is the chest type deal. Coming up to the legs, more nice, not really painted detail on these legs here, I don't think, at least, but still nice to sculpt detail. Down to the legs as well, you know, tires on each side. You can see that sort of plastic discoloring, not really discoloring if you will, but different coloring. The headlights and the feet. Got the horns here as well, which, you know, is a bit of a kibble because, you know, obviously horns as well, but that's neither here nor there. Are they actually the same horns? Someone's have to tell me this in the comments, but someone's going to tell me this. Come to the back, port for weapons on the back. It's got some more. This is really, these two wings here are really the main bits of kibble, I'd say. If I just, there you go, those are your main bits of kibble there, which are a bit, they can be a bit annoying in terms of like getting the arms to move because they do get caught on there, but it's not the end of the world. Speaking of, what's the word I'm looking for? Articulation, there we go. Speaking of articulation, obviously down the legs, bit of pivoting at the feet here, but I think that is just for the transformation. You know, got nice, oh, there goes the leg. Nice bend at the knee and a thigh swivel, same as the other leg, you know, in and out. Bend them down. Come to the arms. There's a bit of back and up and down there. That's mainly for the transformation. I'd say in and out, up and down. Nothing at the hands unless you count that. A bit of a in and out of the hands. A swivel, same as the other arm. The head's on a ball. I think it's on a ball joint. No, it's not actually. Yes, it's on a ball joint. I was correct. Yeah, just a standard, you know, not transformation, standard articulation for a guy like this. You can bring in, oh, not the camera there. You can bring back the weapons. Just grab them all here. You can bring back the weapons. You can plug them into. So I've got a port here, so you can just plug it into. You can't really plug it into his hand because the door bit here gets in the way, but you can bring the hand out and that should plug in. That just took the whole hand off. You can't plug it in there. Just gotta pop that back in. There we go. Yeah, it's not really, I wouldn't really say that was for holding that because it has got the like space here and that just pops into there. I think that's more so how it was meant to be held because it can just plug into the hand. And also you can take the smaller bits here. They do fit into his hand much easier, like so. They fit into his hand much easier like that, and they can also plug into the the weapon here. Oh, it's too hot. My hands sway. There you go. They can plug into the thing there, and obviously still go into. Come on. They do go into the arm there, yeah. They can just be plugged into the arm there as well for more storage of the weapons. And there we have it. my review of the Transformers Legacy United Cliffjumper. Now, I believe this guy's only been released as part of the 4-pack, and also I think he was, the mold at least, was re-released as, or previously released, should I say, as Rescue Watts Chase. And if you can get either, I would recommend either, because it is a very nice figure. Maybe it's just my own personal bias, because I love this Cliffjumper, but I would definitely recommend getting either him or the 4-pack or Chase. Just however you can get your hands on this guy, I would definitely recommend him. Like, share, subscribe, put those lovely buttons. Hopefully we'll see you all for the second part of this mini-series review, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bolt, and in today's second part of our review of the Legacy United Versus 4-pack, we'll be taking a look at Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas. So here we are, the second part of the Legacy Versus 4-pack, which is Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe this specific version is based off of the toy colours of Tarantulas. And if I put him to the side here, we can get a picture up of the inspiration for this guy. This is obviously a recolor of the Kingdom version of Tarantulas. I think it was Kingdom at least. Yeah, Kingdom Tarantulas in this very nice, like, silver and gold, more so silver and orange deco, which looks really nice in my opinion. All of the legs here are on their own specific ball joints. There we go. It's always a word I can't say, specific. Yeah, they're all on specific ball joints, so you can sort of stretch them out and, you know, move them as you wish. You can have him nice and slow down, or have him really, just get him, there we go, get him nice and tall on those long legs of his. In terms of kibblage on this guy, there isn't really a whole lot. I mean, there's really just, let's lift him up, there we go, really just the underside, which is, you know, it's you expect from an underside of a figure. It's commonplace at this point. Bit of leggage hanging out there. I will in the instruction manuals, if I just get these legs, because in the instruction manuals, I think this may just be a mistransformation, but oh, come on, if I just get us, there we go. There, in the instruction manual, it says that he's like this, which I am 99% sure is just a error. So yeah, just keep them tucked up there. That looks much cleaner. Let's get them, get leg that up in there. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that looks much nicer in my opinion. But instructions says to have them down. Yeah, in terms of, he's all, there we go. Just put him like that. Yeah, in terms of what's I'm looking for? In terms of articulation, he only really has the ball joints on the legs, and there's a bit of in and out of the pincers here, because as you can see, they are the arms of the figure. Other than that, there is just really just the arms, if you will, or the legs. So what we'll do is we'll get this guy transformed into his robot mode, and we will show off the the robot mode. So here's the figure in his robot mode, and if I have to say one thing about this guy right off the bat, is that his colours remind me a lot of Nickelodeon. I'm sure I'm not the only one there, but yeah, you can definitely tell the 90s is all over this guy's colour scheme. I mean, the bright orange and like the lime greens, it really does scream, you know, 90s kids toy. I mean it was Beast Wars, it wasn't 90s, 1996 if I remember correctly, so it makes sense for the guy at the time. But I do think the colour scheme definitely shows its age in the best of ways. Coming up close here, as usual, bend the knees, get the face. Very nice head sculpt as well, got the nice quite vibrant blue eyes as well. I really like the purple on this guy's like crest and mask, but blue eyes is a bit of an odd choice. But I mean, it was Beast Wars, weren't really following the formula of, you know, traditional Transformers at the time. Chest reminds me, got like an orange like the orange fruit, the fruit orange, kind of like that sort of texture on here. The pelvis is a bit of a weird spider kind of face in there. Hands are the pincers in the spider mode. Quite nice looking hands, actually, quite unique when I think about it. The arms, you've got the spider legs attached to the grey bit here, which they can be quite annoying to... I'll get to that in the articulation section, but they can be quite hindersome. Coming down to the legs, got an insignia on the thigh for whatever reason. Yeah, you can obviously trying to get the hand out of the way. The spider bit can get a bit in the way, but yeah. So let's get that out of the way as well. There we go. Yeah, the legs quite nice sort of mix between the grey and the orange. Nice little shin pads here. Feet quite sturdy. They're quite little feet, but they are quite sturdy. They definitely hold this guy quite well. Coming to the back of the guy, all the real kibble bits. I'm going to include the arms in this, but all the real kibble bits just sort of stick in this big block at the back. It does fold away quite nicely, but if we come here, you can see it is just a shell there. It is a literal just a shell forming here. And it's just sort of clumped on the back, which is a bit... It's not the worst backpack I've seen, but it's still quite a hindrance. I mean, it's not the worst, but it is a bit clunky. Yeah, in terms of articulation, actually no, hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Before articulation, we have some weapons. We get two weapons here, a sort of like a harpoon looking thing and a buzzsaw, which can, you know, they can go together. You can hold them in an old spider grip. It's a bit, just have his arms straight so you can hold it. It's a bit of a, together it's a bit of a clunk fest. Can't bend his arms, but if you split them up, you can dual wield them to much easier effect, I'd say. Let's put that there we go. Yeah, it's much easier to hold them in both hands. And now at the articulation, you can see, you know, bend at the arms, a bit of in and out on here. There's also a bit of in and out on here with the spider arm, but that's annoying to handle with. Up and down, hindered by the spider arm, unfortunately, but up and down the arm, back and forth. Same as the other arm. Head is on a ball joint. Nice bit of wiggle waggle. Nothing at the waist. Actually, there's a bit of a waist. What am I saying? Bit of a waist swivel as well. Not too much, considering what the jank he's got to deal with. Legs are the same old, you know, in and out. At the bend, swiveling at the top of the leg. Nothing at the knee other than a bend, and a bit of a up and down, in and out at the ankle, which is quite nice. Yeah, this guy's got quite the mobility. I think above average, because there's not many figures of this, you know, size class that have that waist swivel, but it is mainly for the transformation. I think it is just because of that, because the way he transforms is he's got the waist swivel. And there we have it, my review of the Transformers Legacy Versus 4-pack Beast Wars Universe Tarantulas. While he has got some hindrances thanks to the vehicle mode, I say vehicle mode, or beast mode, he is definitely a very fun figure and I very much enjoy him. Would I recommend him? Probably not the #1 figure I'd recommend, but if you can find him, I wouldn't say go out of the way for him, but if you can find him, he's definitely worth picking up. Like, share, subscribe, put those all your buttons. Hopefully you'll see you all for part 3, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bolt, and today we're going to take a look at the third part of the Legacy United vs Box G1 Universe Squeeze Play. Here we have the third part of the set, which is Squeeze Play, bit of an odd name here, and first and foremost, before you ask, I have no idea what on earth this is supposed to be. I mean, it's got a cobra's head, it's bipedal, it's got crab claws and a tail with like points on it. I have no idea what this is and I love it. Yeah, it's hard to sort of describe this guy, but let's get into details. Let's say got like a cobra head, like a king python, I want to say. What is this? Is this guy a reference to G.I. Joe? Is this a secret G.I. Joe reference that I've just not noticed until now? I mean, this guy has been around since, like, actually probably not, because this was the late 80s when they were just sort of throwing things at the wall to see what sticks with Transformers. So it's a miracle this guy's even got his own figure nowadays, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. Very nice, like, vibrant, as I say, it was the year 80s, so it was very vibrant colour schemes. The hot pinks, the hot blues, the, like, beiges. Really nice colour scheme on this guy. I have no idea what these bits here are. On the chest here, got nice, like, pincers that they can close about that, they can actually properly close fully. And if we, there we go, they can open to a full degree. Let's close them back up again. There we go. Feet are quite small and stubby. They're quite thick as well, because these are the arms in the robot mode, so they do hold his weight very well. The back of the figure has, you know, got a nice little tail with a gun on it. That's more so just weapon storage more than anything else. Yeah, not too much to say about this guy other than he looks weird, he looks a bit funky, and I've got to do 2 lots of articulation for this guy. So let's get into this first lot. In terms of the head, nothing. The arms gotta go up and down at the, if I just unplug that, they go up and down here at the pelvis of the robot mode. Plug that back into place, because then it's just be in the way. There you go. Bit of up and down at the elbow and a bit of swivel. The hands just go up and down at the down here. As we said, he's got a bit of a pincher. Legs here are on a full, I say a full 360, but they do sort of get in each other's way, as you can see, but they are on a full 360. There's a bit of in and out. There's not really much up and down there. The tail here can go a bit of up and a bit of down, but not really much articulation in this guy, unfortunately, other than the hands. Before we get into the robot mode, actually, before we get into that, we can, his thing's popped off. There you go. It's gonna get him back into place. Come on. There we go. Before we get into the robot mode, you can open up his hatch here to reveal a teeny tiny headmaster. If we can just get him out, we'll show him to you. Oh, come here. There we go. This here, there you go. This is the Titan, not Titan Master. I keep thinking it's Titan Masters because that was sort of the wave this tiny guy was introduced in, or the mold at least. Just have to grab the box again so I can remind myself who this guy is. This is Locos, G1 Universal Locos, who I have no idea who he is, because this guy is, of all the figures in this set, this is the guy I have the least knowledge about. But I will say, really nice that he has a little painted face. That's a really nice little detail. Definitely got, the colours definitely matching this guy. I thought he like had, you know, the same sort of colours, but I think they're more like reversed actually in this guy, because in robot mode, actually I don't know. In robot mode he's got these are the legs and down there are the hands, so it's sort of like a flipping, but compared to the vehicle mode, it is sort of, I say vehicle mode, it is sort of like a matching. But getting rambling. Obviously transforms into robot mode head, which we'll get into in a second. Yeah, this guy's just a really nice little guy. In terms of articulation on this guy, not a whole lot. There's a bit of knees and just a bit of knees. That's about it. Nothing. The legs don't move individually. There's a bit of wiggle waggle at the head and the arms. There's a bit of up and down at the arms, and a bit of in and out. But other than that, he really just serves to just stand there and also be a head. So let's get this guy transformed into his robot mode, and I'll see you on the flip side. And here we have the figure in his robot mode. Now, your eyes on the CV, this guy hasn't yellowed horribly in the week that I've had him. he has actually this shade of beige. Getting into the closer to the sky now. Bending the knees, obviously, as usual. Head sculpt we previously saw very briefly, but it is quite the nice little face there. The stripes here on the chest, I think they're a reference to Power Master, like when they plug in, they like have a little like power thing that says, I'm not too well versed in headmasters, so forgive me there. I think that's a reference to that at least. The Septicon insignia on the waist there, on the arms, nice. This is a nice looking beige, but it does look a bit like sun bleaching, so I'm not too fond of the choice of colour there. Hands are really small, I think. The hands look a bit oddly small. Really nice hot pink on the legs as well, which we saw previously were the monster. I'm gonna call it the monster mode. The monster mode's hands coming to the back of the figure. That's unfortunate. There's a big old clump of kibble there. Probably could have, like, I want to say probably could have been better like that, a bit more flush, but no, it just sticks out like that, which is not too favourable in my opinion. In terms of weaponry for this guy, if I just sort of straighten him out a bit more, there we go. And so the weapon for this guy, he has got this sort of like shield weapon, which can either go in his hand, but it's not can it even go in his hand? It can't go in his hand. It can, but it's a bit of a droopy fit, so that's more so for his arm, so I'll apply that there. But I was going to say, which looks much better on his arm there. And he's also got this dinky little pistol. I mean, it's better than nothing, but you'd think for a frontline soldier in a war, he'd have more than just a little dinky little, maybe I want to say 10-shot pistol as his primary weapon. Maybe he's more of like a brawler, maybe he just prefers melee weapons. It's like a last resort weapon, just spitballing here. I have no idea what this guy's about, but I'm just spitballing here. In terms of articulation, he's got a lot more than his robot mode. Starting off with the head here, there's on a full 360 because, because if I just pop him off, well, yep, he's, as PC, it's Yamei again, and his head's on a ball joint, so gives us a full 360, not a lot of up and down though. Arms on ball joints as well, they can go all around, in and out, all well and good. On a bit of a tight swivel there. It's quite the tight fit. Up and down at the full up and down, 90 degrees at the elbow, which is quite nice. But I think that's also for the transformation. Nothing at the hand, unfortunately, other than a bit of up and down, but that's for the transformation. Same as, oh, got a droopy arm there. Same as the other arm as well. Nice bit of waist swivel as well, actually. It's probably a good thing that this isn't in the way blocking it, because that's a very nice bit of waist swivel. Legs as well, nice swivel. Up and down, in and out. Bend at the knee. Bit of a pivot at the ankle, as we saw with the robot mode, the monster mode. This guy's got essentially 2 robot modes, hard to keep track. Same as the other arm as well, leg as well. So nice range of posability in this guy. Very nice, very nice. And there we have it, my review of the Transformers Legacy United G1 Universe Squeeze Play. Now, I can see why he was put in this 4-pack other than being released individually, because he's not exactly the most well-known guy, and I personally wouldn't recommend him unless you were someone who's sort of really in the know about who he was, or were just looking for this 4-pack. I would say if you want the full set, just get him anyway. But yeah, not really a guy I would be too hot on, other than the colours, which are, I think, really nice. Like, share, subscribe, those are the buttons. Hopefully we'll see you for the 4th and final part of this video review mini-series thing, and I shall hopefully see you on the next one. Hello everyone, my name is Bolt, and today, for the final time, we will be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United versus 4-pack with Cyberverse Time. And here we are, the final part of this review mini-series, with the reason why many people, to a certain extent, including myself, bought this pack probably. Now, for those who probably don't know, this guy is a recolor of the previously released Legacy Tarn, who was based more so on the IDW appearance of the character, and he was a bastard to get your hands on. I mean, I tried, I couldn't, so I'm glad to have at least have this version of the guy, and I believe they're re-releasing the original version, but hopefully I'll get that guy, and if I do get him, obviously we'll review him. But it's just glad to have a version of Tarn in my collection, and you know, this guy is definitely a treat, I would say. I did watch the Cyberverse episode this guy appears in. I can't tell you anything about it because I completely forgot it. I don't even know if this vehicle mode is accurate or not. It is to IDW because this is the IDW guy recolored into the Cyberverse, but we're going to look at this through the lens of it being the IDW guy and just sort of bring in Cyberverse when it matters. And yeah, this guy is, oh, he's lovely, isn't he? I really like Tarn as a character. He's probably one of my favorites. So seeing like the love and the care, this figure, you can his ribbon's fallen off. Like seeing the love and the care that went into this guy, it is quite abundant. Again, that's into details now. Nice sort of like batting ram here. 2 cannons on bottom, 2 cannons on top. Treads, lovely sculpted detail on the treads. They don't roll, unfortunately. It's weird because they've sculpted treads and then they sculpted little wheels, like sculpted little wheels on the bottom, so they don't roll either. A bit of visible hand syndrome on the back here, which is a bit of an annoyance, but you know, we'll live with it. Same on the other side. Cannon here, as we saw, is removable and is on a swivel, so you can sort of do the full 360 degrees with him if it doesn't fall off. It's just sort of really simple. 2 pegs, 2 slots, just plugs in like so. There we go, and sort of swing that back around. Weapon storage, obviously got the 2 guns here, which is removable, and he does also come with where have I put his little other weapon? There it is. There we go. It's come with a little purple sword, which can plug in to the top. I don't know if the original release of this figure had one, but he was repainted and slightly resculpted, I think, into Bludgeon, who definitely had the sword. So I don't know if all 3 versions of this mold had it, but at least one, I mean, at least 2 of them did. At least 2 of them did. And that looks a bit silly, so we'll just take that off. There we go. Yeah, it looks really nice. Definitely comic accurate. It just feels really nice to have this guy in my hands after falling in love with him through More Than Meets the Eye. So let's get him transformed out of his robot mode and into his... Wait, no, he's in his... Wait, hang on. From the top, we'll get him out of his vehicle mode and into his robot mode. So here we have Tarn in his robot mode. Now, I can't speak for the vehicle mode, but I can speak for the robot mode, and he's definitely slimmer than his Cyberverse counterpart. I'm going to bring him over here. I think he's both slimmer than his IDW and Cyberverse counterparts. I may be wrong, you'll see on the screen if I am, but he is, I don't know how to say. I'm blown away. He just looks he looks so good. I love him. Love him. I just can't stop singing this guy's praises, my goodness. Yeah, let's bring this guy close in for the details. As usual, the old bendy legs. This guy is the only side note here. This guy's the only Voyager class figure in this set. The rest are all deluxes, so he's definitely a head and shoulders taller than everyone. Getting to the head, really love, like on the generic Tarn level, really love how his face is the Decepticon insignia. That's just such a brilliant idea. if you know the character, that's just a really cool idea. Obviously tank treads on the for the shoulders, another Decepticon insignia, maybe a bit redundant because of his face, but you know, hey ho. Nice red detailing on the head. Trying to see. No, wait, I'm getting ahead of himself here. Nice sort of gold highlights on the red, like a nice dark blue as well, and purples too. Sort of like a brownish color for the thighs, and like the forearms here. Going back to the nice blue and purples for the legs and feet here. That backside is just marvelous. Look at that. Barely a drop of kibble on there. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. More of the red highlights in the back as well, like the back of the knees and the legs here. Obviously, in terms of weapons, he comes with, you know, the double fusion cannon, which does plug in just on his arm. There we go. Yep, plugs in on his arm. Really just complete the look for me. I mean, this guy's going back to IW here, in the comic books, he is a massive Megatron, like, fanatic. Got all that into place, there we go. Like, in the comics, he's a Megatron fanatic, and in Cyberverse, he was like a perfect Decepticon made by an alternate universe Megatron. So it sort of makes sense that both versions have a giant bloody cannon that's reminiscent of Megatron's. Also can bring back the old sword that just plugs into his hand. There we go, look at that. Lovely. He didn't have a sword in Cyberverse, I don't think. But it's just nice to include it here because it does look really cool. Let's take that away. The cannon, take that apart. It does come apart, and so does this bit here. Don't really know what you meant to do this bit in this mode, but the two bits of gun can combine to form an even bigger cannon, which plugs into his hand, and I think he can dual wield it. Also, you can dual wield both. Yeah, obviously you can, you know, dual wield them. Oh, there it goes. Just get that set up. There we go. He can dual wield the cannons like so, but I don't think he can. Actually, I think he can. Like, oh no, this way. Oops. I think he can, you know, hold both on two hands. There we go. That took too long to set up, but yeah, he can hold them both in two hands. But I don't like this. All that work for me to just tell you that I don't like him holding a giant cannon. It just looks better on his arm because it just looks a bit more sleek, you know, a bit more. The word I would use a bit more elegant, I'd say. Elegant and effortless. So just have a. There we go. Make sure that's on there. There we go. There we are. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Ah, gorgeous. And there we have it. Not only my review of the Transformers Legacy Cyberverse Tarn, but also my review of the Legacy 4-pack as a whole. Now, I would definitely recommend this pack for anyone who just wants 3 fantastic figures and a squeeze play. I kid. They are all quite lovely in their own ways. They're all quite nice and lovely. And I would definitely recommend this 4-pack to anyone who just wants 4 nice figures. Like, share, subscribe, hit those buttons, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.